Hey guys, I have another candle review, and this time around it's for the 14.5 ounce 3-wick white pumpkin chai candle from ScentWorx by Slatkin, purchased at Kohl's. The notes on this read white pumpkin, spiced tea leaves, nutmeg, and vanilla froth. So I really enjoy this fragrance on cold. Basically, you do get everything the notes say. You definitely get like a cozy pumpkin type of vibe to it. I most certainly get like a nutmeg and a ginger heavy presence. The ginger is actually quite heavy. There's like a sharpness or that like sort of astringent quality that ginger has that definitely blends into the chai spices. And then you get the chai spices as well. There's definitely a slightly more exotic type of chai note. If you smell chai spices, it smells like tea with spices in it, and it has those cozy chai spices that you often equate with fall time. You definitely get a distinct like spiced tea leaves quality to it, and it has an exotic quality mixed with the ginger and the nutmeg of the pumpkin, and it really does smell like a cozy, frothy pumpkin chai fragrance, and I'm really enjoying that. There's also a subtle richness or deepness to the chai or the tea leaves fragrance, that it has a subtle like brewed quality to it where it does smell like hot brewing tea, similar to a coffee fragrance. Like if coffee beans were brewing, you get that sort of deep roasty quality to it, and it gives it a robustness that I really enjoy, and it actually makes it smell distinctly like a chai drink fragrance, rather than like, how a lot of Bath and Body Works candles say there's coffee in it, but it's kind of like an implied coffee note. It's not like that. It's more like there is a true like tea leaves, spiced tea leaves type of something sort of dark, robust in brewing that I really enjoy about it. And so you definitely get that in there too. So you do get the basically the white pumpkin chai component of this candle. And then lastly, it's rounded off with a very creamy, frothy vanilla fragrance that really does seem like the vanilla froth that's on top of the chai. So it could be like a chai latte in the sense that there's milk in there. There's a creamy, distinctly vanilla froth component to it that I really enjoy too. And overall, the fragrance is absolutely great on cold. And so I'm really loving the fragrance on cold. But then I'll get to the caveat here in the performance, as you can probably guess what's going to happen. Moving on to the performance. So despite this smelling great on cold, and I like what I can smell of it when I'm hovering directly over the wax pool, this is just so incredibly light, and it's very disappointing because I just love this fragrance to pieces, but it's just really not delivering. You really can't smell a whole lot when this is burning. I would say maybe a 2. I can kind of smell this very faintly in the background, but even all of the notes don't come out like in the background of a bedroom, mind you. If I put this in an open concept area, I can't smell it at all. But when I put it in a bedroom, there's just a very vague, faint, slightly spiced, plus that sort of like dark robustness of something kind of brewing in the background. And you don't even really get the full vanilla froth and the pumpkin experience. It kind of smells sort of like burnt popcorn in the way that the French vanilla pumpkin has like a burnt popcorn buttery note to it. It just really doesn't translate well when it's burning because A, it's so weak, and then what you do smell of it is once again kind of like a burnt popcorn vanilla fragrance with a little bit of like a dark spice to it. But even that, I really can't tell you with confidence what it smells like when it's burning because it is so incredibly weak. I would say once again like a 2 in a bedroom, kind of. Possibly can smell it if I'm hovering directly over it. When I put it in an open concept area, it's like, a 1 to a 2. It's just not very strong. It's definitely one of the weaker ones in this collection, which, ScentWorx is still kind of hit or miss. There's some that are great and strong, like the pumpkin candy corn, but then you'll come across something like this where it's just like really no throw. So I don't know. Sometimes I feel like maybe I could get up to a 3 in a bedroom where I could still smell it and it was decent, but overall it just has not been doing well. The performance on this also, it's a very slow burn. It doesn't dud out or hasn't dudded out yet, but it doesn't make the mushroom tops that any of the other ones do. And it does take a good like 2 hours to pull out, even though a lot of the other ones like pull out in like 30 minutes. And they're very quick, fast, vicious burns. This one definitely is a slower burn and it kind of struggles to pull out. And overall, the performance on this just leaves a lot to be desired. Maybe put it under a candle lamp or chunk it and melt it, but I just really buy candles to burn. So I will probably most likely end up actually returning this one because for like $17 to get a candle that has a 2 throw is kind of disappointing. And it's just really disappointing because I really enjoy the fragrance, and it's just too bad that it's not performing or throwing well when it's lit. Overall, I wouldn't recommend this candle, nor would I repurchase it. I really enjoy the fragrance on cold and of what minimal amounts I can smell of it, but it's just way too weak to, recommend or repurchase. I'm even, contemplating returning it just because like a 2 throw is just really not satisfactory for a candle like this. So that's pretty much it. Let me know your comments down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.